Hello, Bart with Bicycle Rider YouTube, filming on location at Biloxi Bicycle Works in Biloxi, Mississippi. And today we are going to be talking about a really cool 2021 Specialized Roubaix Sport. And Specialized has really come up with a fantastic bike here over the years and generations of building Roubaix. It has evolved into this, which is one fighting machine. This is a bike that is not only comfortable, aero, fast, and affordable. You get a lot of bike for the money. So when I say affordable, this is a Roubaix Sport. It comes in like $2,900, just under $3,000. And you have a bike here that is ready to rival bikes at 4 times its price point. Specialized is going to start with a awesome frame set. And this is a frame that was pretty much born in a wind tunnel. So even though we are talking about a bike that is in the endurance category, it is also a bike that is highly aerodynamic. The 2021 Roubaix is as aero as the SL6 Tarmacs. About 900 grams into the frame, which is a light frame for all the compliance that this bike gives. And when I say compliance, this bike has a Pavé seat post, and this seat post is designed to give you quite a bit of vibration reduction in the rear end. In the front end, we've got the Future Shock 1.5, which gives you about 20 millimeters of suspension to suspend the rider and not the bike, so you're not worried about a heavy suspension, something complicated. This is a very ergonomic suspension that you really don't feel as you're putting the power down on the bike, but as you hit a pothole, some rough roads, some ruts, some imperfections in the roads, and we all have that because there's hardly any perfect surfaces nowadays. It totally diminishes that vibration coming up into the body. So once again, it suspends the rider and not the bike, and there's a lot of advantages into that situation. And when you're riding real world, and we are, in the midst of the corona pandemic, so not a lot of us are, able to do group rides or riding the road straight from our house. And if you want to do that really fast and really efficient, the Roubaix is tough enough, light enough, and fast enough to do it very effectively. Like I said, this is a Roubaix Sport, so real quick, just kind of going through some of the specs, some of the highlights. We have a full 105 build. Here, Shimano 105 has been a workhorse, tried and proved throughout the years for Shimano. So a lot of times the baseline is where it starts at 105. Even though with trickle-down technology, there's some lower group sets that really do a good job. But if you want something super solid that has stood the test of time, 105 has been engineered to do that. We've got 10 speeds on the back. This rear derailleur hits gears very good. You don't really miss many gears or any gears at all when it comes to 105. Everything, if it's tuned right, just is very solid. We've got a 105 front derailleur. So on a Praxis crank like you have here, and this is a cold forged crank. We're looking at a 50 to 34 on the front end, and you can put some power down on this crank without a lot of deflection, deviation, noise being made by the crank. So it's an efficient setup, and it's a clean setup. When you look at the way that the cables are routed through the frame, it is a very clean integration right through the frame, and they go right where they need to go. So it's a clean looking bike, it's a fast bike, it's an efficient bike, and at $3,000 basically, it's a lot of bike for the money. Right out of the bat, you get DT Swiss wheels, and these are their R470, so it's a good solid wheel set. You can hit the cobblestones if you have cobblestones. Around here in South Mississippi, we don't get too many cobblestones, but it is designed for the cobbles of the Roubaix. So if you need to go down a sidewalk to get to your favorite road to ride at, the rims can handle it. The frame can handle it. The bike is definitely engineered, very robust. But what I really want to convey to people is it is fast. This bike, even though it is endurance geometry, is comfortable, it is built for speed. So don't think you're going to compromise speed-wise because you buy a Roubaix. Some of the other models that you could buy are going to be a little bit more harsh. Maybe a Tarmac, a Venge, something like that are all very good bikes, speed specific, but just don't think that that this bike is not bred with a race pedigree, because that's what this bike is made for. Give it a try. Several different tire combinations you can accommodate with this bike, up to 33 millimeters, which if you ask me, 33 millimeters is good enough to do some light gravel and still be comfortable. But just because you get a lot of these features that I've talked about on this video, I want you to see what the actual weight of this bike is. And of course, I'm not a steady bike rack, but I'm going to do my best to try to see what this bike weighs real life. I'm getting 20 pounds. 20 pounds as is, out of the box, no tricks. This is real weight. So that's what we do on the Bicycle Rider. And if you do like our content, we ask you to subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps YouTube rank us so we can continue doing these videos. So there's a quick rendition of the 2021 Specialized Roubaix. Thumbs up from the Bicycle Rider.